So today I was able to tour the $29 million project here in Wood County, which is with the jail expansion project. And here's what Sheriff Wasylyshyn has to say regarding the expansion project. $29 million project. It's been on your wish list since for about 7 years.
Well,
Finally.
actually, since I first took office as sheriff, we had, we knew we needed to do something with the jail. So I've been different parts of this, phases of this, been working on for about 18 years.
And you finally got the green light in 2020, but we had all those events in 2020 take place, all those setbacks, but it's finally, your dream wish list is coming true here in 2024.
Yes, I'm really excited. This is great for the citizens of Wood County because we're going to have them in a safer, more modern, more efficient facility, and it's going to be safer for the deputies that work in the facility. Under our current facility, we have just a few holding cells that have people that are on suicide watch or are detoxing or having severe mental health issues or other problems. And we've actually sometimes had to double bunk them into these cells that are just designed for one person. We also, with the new facility, you'll be able to see we have padded cells, so that way someone that's trying to harm themselves, it's another layer of protection for them while they're here. And unfortunately, all of us sheriffs that have jails, which 85% of the jails in our country are run by sheriffs, sheriffs are the #1 providers of mental health care. So we're running a mental hospital, we're running a detox facility, and today, when this all opens, when we're all done with the project, we're going to be able to do that much better than we were able to do in the past. My deputies have done a great job with it. It's just they were limited by what we could do due to the facility when this opened in 1989. Many of the things we're dealing with today we were not dealing with back then.
It's pretty crazy. In 1989, this facility opened, and all the changes that all the administrations prior to you and your current administration has experienced in law enforcement. Let's take one touch on mental health. Again, this is very good for Wood County residents and mental health. As we all know, law enforcement officers on the road deal with mental health every day and all day long, but this is one of the ways to help rehab those people with mental health that just need a detox, like you said. But again, this is very good in cost savings for Wood County residents, having this expansion and all of the challenges that you face with mental health inside the jail.
Yeah, it's mental health and the detoxing you hit on also, because today, for example, someone that's on fentanyl, other opioids, it can be 3, 4, 5 days that they're detoxing versus back in 1989, most people were detoxing from alcohol, and 12 hours later, they're hungover and they're functioning again. When you're detoxing from opioids, it's very violent. It's like having a very, very severe fever or flu. We have to make sure their electrolytes are up, they're keeping their fluids up, and people with mental health issues oftentimes try to self-medicate by using illegal drugs. So some of the people detoxing also have mental health issues, so it's a mixture of all the above, and this facility will be able to have them in a safer environment for the deputy and safer environment for the inmate.
And not just safer environment for the deputies and your deputies in jail and on the road, but also the environment in the communities that you preserve and protect here in Wood County.
Absolutely. It's all about preserving the peace, and we have to have a good facility to be able to bring these people to. Unfortunately, many of the people that are here should be in a mental hospital, but it is what it is. There aren't the mental hospital beds for us to be able to take them to. So they are forced to stay here instead of going to the mental hospital where they belong.
And this expansion project really, really helps out with that process that your administration does here in Wood County.
Yes, it does that, and it's also renovating the rest of the facility with newer cameras, locks that go back to 1989, a lot of electrical things that were 1989. And again, this building is different than most buildings, including your homes, offices, etc., because we're 24/7. And there's movement in this facility 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So even your house maybe gets a rest 8 hours a day when people go off to work and school, or a typical office building Mondays through Friday, 10, even whatever hours a day. This is 24/7. So it takes a harder toll on it, even though we really work hard at maintaining. We get compliments all the time about our facility. They are shocked at how old it is because it looks new, it looks clean, smells clean, because it is clean. That's one thing that we really, really focus on, is having a clean, safe, healthy environment. That's one of my duties as sheriff, is to make sure that this is a clean, safe, healthy environment for all that are here, and we pride ourselves on that.
And one of the things I want to touch base on in your pride is in your administration during your tenure here as sheriff in Wood County is passing the jail inspections. You've always passed that with 100% under your administration, and this will only help that out with this expansion project?
Yes, we're going to be even better, and that's what. Yes, I'm the only jail I know of in the state of Ohio that's received 100% on the Bureau of Adult Detention annual inspection for the last 19 years, and we're very, very proud of that. And this is going to get us to the next level, even beyond that. So we're really excited that all the matrices we can use to compare ourselves. How do you judge one jail to the other? We're striving, and we should be. And my goal, if we're not there already, is to be the best jail in the state of Ohio.
And you have achieved that, and you should hang your hat on that because that is a very, very good stat. And not only do the residents in Wood County know that, but when you house people from outside the county, they all know that the Wood County Jail is nice and very clean, and that's been touched on social media for quite some time, is that people like to come here from outside the county to be housed here as well.
Yeah, we don't want people to commit crimes to be able to stay in our facility, but if they're going to be here, they're going to be treated with respect, and they're going to be fed healthy meals. No fluff, there's no condiments with those meals, but it's going to be a nutritious meal that meets all the requirements of what they need, and they're going to be in a safe environment. And that's what's really important because, again, people who end up in jail, they've made some bad decisions. They're not necessarily bad people. They're people that have made some bad choices, bad decisions in their lives, had bad things happen. So it's a combination of things that bring people here. So, and also, there are people in this facility, over 40%, who have not gone through the legal system. So they're still innocent, and we're innocent until proven guilty in this country. So there are innocent people here that we want to make sure, guilty or innocent, that they're going to be treated with respect and treated properly in this place.
And one of the things to offset the cost with this expansion project is now you're able to rent beds out to other counties. So now that you can also help bring some funds back into the county to help with your administration and your jail staff and all of that. All the financial responsibilities you have with the jail.
Again, we never want to count on that because a lot of those things are out of our control. But once we're done, which will be done hopefully by September, when we're done, then yes, we're going to put out the shingle that we have beds. And the year that before we were going to actually start the construction on this, and during COVID, we were on track to bring in almost $1 million of dollars into the county by utilizing some of the bed space that we weren't using.
Commissioner, $29 million project here in Wood County. It started off low. The events in 2020 took place, made everything go higher. Your thoughts on this $29 million expansion project and how good it is for the residents of Wood County?
It's sorely needed to handle the separation that they've needed to have in certain types of the inmates. Most of the residents of Wood County probably hope they never have to stay here. But it's a very nice jail, and we're very pleased with the work they've done. The sheriff always gets excellent ratings when the state goes through and checks everything. So it's a very nice facility, and it's something that was a long time in coming.
As a commissioner, was it a very difficult decision for approving this process? I know the sheriff's been wanting it for quite a long time, but he finally got his wish list and got that approved by your commissioner's office in 2020.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, but we've talked to other counties that have jails and we're struggling, and they're all seeing the same thing, that the costs are higher. And if we didn't expand here, at some point in time we might have to send more people someplace else, and there's a cost associated with that. So we were happy that we could find the funding so we could move forward with it.
So with the school project, as you can see here, lots of cool things happening in Wood County. Reporting from Bowling Green, Zach, I'm out.